What's up guys, Malik the Wanderer here. You read the title, so let's get into it. Tip number 1, you can change your FOV in the settings. Do it, you can literally see more on your screen. Tip number 2, you can drop and pick up the flag in CTF to move much faster rather than carrying it normally while sprinting. Also, you can walk with the flag to stay hidden from other people. Tip number 3, backstabs are insta-kills even if the player has an overshield. Tip number 4, shields don't have a headshot damage multiplier, so body shots do the same amount of damage. Only unshielded players take headshot damage. Tip number 5, enemies that are unshielded glow red with electricity. Tip number 6, there's a movement technique where you can actually sprint, then slide, then jump to move around the map faster. Tip number 7, you can shoot the bottom of a drop shield to instantly destroy it. Tip number 8, on your HUD in the bottom left hand corner tells you exactly where you are on the map and the name to help you with callouts. Tip number 9, you can grapple pretty much anything in the game. This includes the flag from CTF, power items and weapons, and even other players. Tip number 9.5, the grapple range is actually shown in your inner reticle marked by a small yellow indicator. Tip number 10, Halo has an indicator on screen of where you're being shot from, which can help with callouts and even reversals. Tip number 11, when you die, the camera tells you where you died, shows you the area, and also shows you the health of the person who killed you. All really great info that can help your team out. Tip number 12, you can use the repulsor to jump up to higher ledges, which can help you catch opponents off guard. This especially is useful for games like Oddball where people like to camp in hard to reach spots. Tip number 13, one-handed weapons melee faster than two-handed weapons. Tip number 14, when you're in a melee fight using gravity hammers and or swords, you can actually parry if timed right. Tip number 15, swapping weapons is quicker than reloading, so if you have another weapon, switch instead. Tip number 16, pay attention to the kill feed to keep track of who is alive and dead on both sides. Tip number 17, pairing up with another player in comp modes is always easier, allowing you guys to team shot and pick up kills faster. Tip number 18, you can AI scan to check what equipment is available at the time and see the power item and weapon timers. On controller, you press down on the D-pad to scan, and on mouse and keyboard, you press Z. Tip number 19, you can ping items, weapons, enemies, and locations, which all help with callouts, especially if you don't have a mic or have voice chat off. Tip number 20, when someone ADSs with the scope, you can see a glare, so be careful. The skewer glows red, the sniper has a bright yellow glare, and the BR has a smaller yellow glare, for example. That's all the tips and tricks I have for now. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really goes a long way. Also, share this video with your friends to help them go from this to this.